10 horrific new P. Diddy accusations in lawsuits filed just before bail hearing. Sean Diddy Combs, a recording entrepreneur caught in a scandal, is getting ready to make a third appearance in court to fight for bail. A number of new individuals are coming forward with upsetting charges against him. In this article, I will discuss 5 additional lawsuits filed this week and the potential influence, if any, that these lawsuits could have on Diddy's federal case. A mogul who is admired in the entertainment and business world, Sean P. Diddy Combs, is currently embroiled in legal disputes that have revealed disturbing charges of aggression, abuse, and sexual misconduct. These allegations have been brought to light by new allegations. 5 additional lawsuits emerged in the days leading up to a crucial bail hearing that was connected to federal racketeering and sex trafficking investigations. Each of these filings revealed frightening allegations. Combs's reputation has been cast in a negative light as a result of the allegations, which have spanned decades, and accusers have detailed horrible occurrences. The following is a list of the 10 most striking allegations that have surfaced as a result of these legal proceedings. Number 10. Drugging and sexual assault at lavish parties. For one case, a lady who will be referred to as Jane Doe claimed that she was drugged at a Halloween party that Combs hosted in Manhattan in the year 2001. She had feelings of dizziness and disorientation after ingesting a beverage that was purportedly laced with drugs such as GHB or ecstasy. She asserts that she was coerced into engaging in sexual actions with Combs and one of his security officers when she was unable to do so on her own at the time. According to the allegations made in the lawsuit, Combs was the one who executed the assaults and took advantage of her fragile position. Number 9. The use of threats and intimidation in the aftermath of assaults and assaults. Following allegations of sexual assault, several plaintiffs have stated that they were threatened by Combs and certain colleagues of his. A young woman who was attending Combs's 4th of July party in the Hamptons in 2004 and was trying to be a model stated that she woke up feeling disoriented and in pain, and that she had no recall of what had occurred after she had consumed alcohol. During the time that she sought assistance, she claims that Combs threatened her by saying, "I run New York and will ruin you," thereby forcing her to remain silent. A common thread that runs across all of the lawsuits is the use of intimidation as a strategy. Number 8. A routine of using drugs in drinks. Combs or his associates are accused of placing drugs in the beverages of partygoers to make them more susceptible to being assaulted. This alarming practice has been described in multiple lawsuits. After receiving a drink from Combs, a plaintiff named John Doe, who was attending a party in Miami in 2022, described how he passed out and became unconscious. As soon as he regained consciousness, he saw that he was naked and in a dark bedroom, where Combs was allegedly sexually assaulting him. An unsettling image of predatory conduct at Combs events is painted by the fact that drug-laced drinks are mentioned on multiple occasions. Number 7. Covert surveillance of assaults being conducted by cameras. Several individuals who have leveled allegations against Combs assert that he concealed cameras throughout his residences and utilized them to film private or incriminating events. One of the plaintiffs provided a disturbing scenario in which she reported waking up after being assaulted, only to have a member of Combs' security team arrive immediately, as if they were watching her via a camera. A further element of psychological abuse is added to the alleged physical attacks by the consideration of being subjected to surveillance. Number 6. Assault of a male victim. A gentleman named John Doe claims that in the year 2022, he went to a party that was held at Combs' apartment and was invited to the upper floor. At that location, he was led to a bedroom, where it is said that Combs drugged him and sexually attacked him while he was drifting in and out of consciousness from time to time. The scope of claimed predatory activity has been expanded as a result of this charge, which is one of the few charges that involves a male victim. Number 5. Use of power and fear. Several litigants have described how Combs used his influence to coerce victims into complying with his demands via intimidation. One of the lawsuits describes an instance in which Combs allegedly took a victim's phone and handbag and then forced her to agree to refrain from contacting the authorities in exchange for both of those items being returned to her. Several charges center on the widespread fear of revenge from a powerful character. The victims worried that their lives or careers would be wrecked if they came up, and this fear is at the center of many of the allegations. Number 4. The participation of associates in the alleged. According to the allegations made in several lawsuits, Combs's security personnel and close colleagues were involved in either assisting or engaging in the abuses. In one instance, Combs is said to have given ladies instructions to engage in sexual practices with his bodyguards while he observed or participated. This provides evidence of a network of enablers who, according to the allegations, assisted in carrying out the atrocities or covering them up. Racketeering allegations and systemic abuse are the third item on the list. The lawsuits are in line with federal racketeering and sex trafficking investigations, and they contribute to a more comprehensive story of systematic abuse. According to the allegations made by the plaintiffs, Combs used his events and properties as hubs for exploitation. The exploitation of young people and other vulnerable individuals is the second issue. The plaintiffs included a significant number of young people who were ambitious and wanted to establish careers in the fashion or entertainment industries. The complainant, a model who is 17 years old, claims that she was the object of harassment during a party in the Hamptons. At the time of the claimed assault, another individual was 18 years old. Specifically, the claims highlight how Combs allegedly exploited the trust and aspirations of these individuals by preying on their weaknesses. Number 1. It is a culture of silence and non-disclosure that takes precedence. One of the common aspects of the lawsuits is the requirement that guests attending Combs's events hand over their mobile devices and, in some cases, sign non-disclosure agreements before entering the venue. According to the allegations, these steps created an atmosphere in which abuse could take place without the risk of being exposed or exposed to evidence. One of the plaintiffs asserts that these non-disclosure agreements were used as a weapon to silence victims following assaults, guaranteeing that Combs' behavior was concealed for several years. Implications for the family and the community. The timing of these charges couldn't be more opportune, as Combs is currently facing increasing scrutiny from both civil cases and federal probes and investigations. A worrisome picture emerges from the trend and the specifics of the cases, even though he has rejected all of the charges and asserted that he is being extorted by plaintiffs who are taking advantage of their position. It is important to note that the cases make use of the New York Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act and other acts that are comparable to it. In conclusion, a highly alarming portrayal of alleged predatory behavior that spans decades is revealed by the 5 new lawsuits that have been filed against P. Diddy by various individuals. As a result of these allegations, which include allegations of drugging and sexual assault as well as threats and surveillance, Combs's reputation and economic empire are in danger of being significantly damaged. The narrative that surrounds Sean Combs will ultimately be shaped by the claims and court fights that have been going on surrounding him, but only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know your thoughts and stay tuned for more shocking content.